It's time for the buzz with the Queen Bee on the Devin Dixon Show.
Yeah, indeed. And we've got some tickets we're going to give away in some Buzz Time trivia in just a minute. We've got tickets down to the PGA tournament in Vegas this weekend, as well as some NHRA tickets, so keep your ears on for Buzz Time trivia. But first, the Queen Bee gracing us with her presence for the buzz. What's our lead story today, Rach?
Okay, can we talk about every soccer story we have is so weird. Okay. Why is it so weird?
I'm not sure. Please explain.
Okay, so this soccer player got hurt in Greece over the weekend. And these two medics kind of like ran over and kind of dropped him on a stretcher, including this one mulleted medic. And you're like, all right, fine, whatever. But so he's held to his knees, rolling on the stretcher. And then when he's lifted into the air, the second member comes over and like kind of takes the stretcher. And they immediately fall over and dump him back on the ground. So then try to get him back on the stretcher, and the guy with the mullet falls on top of him.
Wow.
And then they're trying to and so the poor player sticks his arm out, trying to get the balance and not fall again. But so finally they get him up on the stretcher, and then they get over to the sideline, and they just dump him on the ground again before the medics can get over there. I mean, this poor player, if he wasn't badly hurt on the field, they killed him on bringing him off the field. I've literally never seen anything like this my whole life.
I haven't either. Was there a video of this?
There is a video of it. You need to go check it out. I will put the link up, because then the trainer runs over and shoos away this mulleted guy who just kind of walks away with his hands on his hips. But I'm like, dude, you're retarded. You literally did it 3 times. It's once I understand things happen, but 3 times in a row in the span of about 20 seconds.
Next story. What do we got next?
Can we talk about how Marshawn Lynch and Fred Jackson kind of had a drag race?
Yeah.
And Fred Jackson mashes his car up.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job, bro. So now they're saying that it wasn't a drag race because it's not a 1 mile straightaway. It's only 0.4, but I think that's why he crashed. Doesn't mean it wasn't a drag race just because it's 0.4 miles. They probably just didn't realize how short the straightaway was.
Right. I can buy that. TMZ was all over this story, by the way.
TMZ freaked out. I was getting notifications on my phone like crazy.
Yeah. I kind of followed up on the story a little bit. It looked like the Renton Police Department said that there's no proof of drag racing, but obviously there was some kind of horseplay going around, right?
I mean, clearly someone was doing something stupid, otherwise this wouldn't have happened. Okay.
All right. Well, nobody was hurt. No innocent bystanders hurt.
Nobody got hurt. It's just more of a roll my eyes. You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah, too much testosterone flowing, right?
Too much money and too much testosterone.
All right. I knew you were going to get that story mixed in on a game day. What's our next one?
All right. So the Buccaneers running back, Doug Martin, have you ever heard his nickname?
Something about a gerbil, something gerbil? I can't remember.
Muscle hamster.
Muscle hamster, yes.
So he hates nickname. I mean, absolutely hates. So he's pleading. He's he used to please say, stop calling me this. He kind of gave up, but now he's wanted to be called Duggernaut for since 2013.
The Duggernaut.
And he's I'm telling everyone, stop calling me muscle hamster, Duggernaut, Dugginator, muscle and hustle. Any of those are fine. The muscle hamster has to stop. Doug is fine also. The muscle hamster has to stop. Stop it. You're listen, bro, that's not how a nickname works. You're given a nickname. You don't choose your nickname. And guess what? You got screwed because you're called the muscle hamster. That sucks, but it's life. And now that you're pleading to stop it, now it's going to go even further because now people that didn't know.
I have you ever been tagged with the nickname that you just don't like, though? It happens, and the more you talk about it, the worse the teasing becomes. That's happened to almost everybody, right?
I mean, my nickname from my friends is Squirrel, and at first I was iffy about it, but then, I've kind of embraced it, and I'm all right, I'll accept it. because there's nothing I can do to change it.
Yeah. Well, my last name is Dixon, so I've had worse called.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to be talking about that one.
But the more mad you get, and the more you're like, knock it off, the more it persists. I mean, that's just how it works, especially when you're a kid. Now, in the NFL, it is a little surprising that there's that much immaturity floating around a nickname, right? I mean...
are you sure it's really that surprising? Because all of them are overgrown children that never had to grow up.
Oh, what's our next story?
Just saying. I just need to make that point.
You did.
All right, so the NFL Network was doing an interview post-game with the Bengals on Sunday. And they went into the locker room as commonly used for a backdrop, except they went in while everyone was still showering and accidentally showed all private parts of many players.
Yes.
Live on TV.
That's a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Oh, I think it was kind of hilarious.
No, but that's a huge mistake.
Terrible mistake. I know.
There is a dead period, like 7 to 10 minutes before the media is allowed to come in. So if you want to hurry and quickly shower, you can. If you're trying to go meet family or whatnot. But most guys do the interview by their locker with a towel around them or whatever it might be. But this particular camera angle was terrible. Somebody in editing obviously made a huge blunder here.
I know, you're supposed to have, like, the backdrop of their locker. That's how they avoid it in the past. Like, who was the newbie? Like, who trained him or lack of training? Like, didn't anyone give them the basic information on how not to shoot a locker room interview?
Oh.
So they had to issue an official apology about it, which, let's be honest, but the players now, everything's out there. So if, like, they were happen to be on camera, like, that's terrible because they didn't get a choice on that one. They had no idea.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. We got one more?
We've got a couple. We're going to do a couple. Okay. So did you see this video of the Giants fan that got absolutely laid out by Eagles fans?
No, I did not see this.
Okay. So a Giants fan went to Philly to see the Eagles play. So there's video of this guy talking trash to these Eagles fans. And all of a sudden, this Eagles fan ran up and knocked him out. I mean, like, cold. Dude just wailed on him. And the dude just hits the ground and just is out for a second and looks all confused. And then it cuts. But, like, there was nothing he could do. Dude was on him so fast. And I think the moral story is, don't talk trash in Philly at an Eagles game to Eagles fans. Because
Right.
they will jump you.
All right, we got time for one more because we've got some good prizes today. We want to have plenty of time, so get ready to play some Buzz Time trivia and get ready to call into the studio. What's our final story today?
Can we talk about Mike Ditka and the fart? I'm sure you heard about the story.
I did not hear about Ditka. No, what? What?
Monday Night Countdown, he was with Chris Carter, and they were talking. And all of a sudden, Chris Carter said something apparently that Ditka didn't like, and there's this giant fart noise, and Chris Carter's face, you could tell it reeked, because Chris Carter's face was awful, and Mike Ditka later says, it wasn't me, but he does protest this too much. It was totally Ditka, because his face, as he farted, was so clear that it was going on. He, like, went to the side, and then 2 seconds later, Carter's face was, like, horrified. And it was all the sound was caught by the mics. That's how loud it was.
Hey, sometimes, it's not the right place or right time, and it just kind of comes out. I think it's kind of funny, right?
It's hilarious.
Did Ditka own this yet, or no?
No, he's denying it. He's like, well, let me see his quote. His quote is, one day I'll be happy if I can leave a fart. Right now it wasn't me.
Wow.
Bull. I watched it. He totally did. There's no way. The timing was too perfect of the way he moved, his face after it happened, and then Chris Carter's face was clearly of shock. So that's how I know it was definitely not Chris Carter.
Oh, that is the buzz, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to play Buzz Time Trivia when we come back.
It's time for the buzz with the Queen Bee on the Devin Dixon Show.
All right, if you can't get through, keep trying. All the phone lines tied up right now. This is Buzz Time Trivia on a throwdown edition of the Devin Dixon Show. Let's go to Bill. Bill, you're our first contestant. How are you, my friend?
Good.
All right, here's your question.
All right. So the topic this week, in honor of the New York Mets sweeping the Cubs, we're doing New York baseball. That's what we're doing. So New York Yankee Babe Ruth is well known for hitting over 50 home runs in a season 4 times. He also hit 60 in a season. Who was the next Yankee to hit 60? Yogi Berra, Derek Jeter, Reggie Jackson, or Roger Maris?
Berra.
What was that?
Yogi Berra.
Incorrect. It was actually Roger Maris.
Roger Maris. It was Roger Maris. That's a tough question. That's a tough one right out the gate. 6'7", 93, 98. Again, if
multiple choice. You all have 25% chance. Might as well give it a shot.
And you get the first 2 winners. You get an option of the PGA tickets or NHRA. Let's go back to the phone lines. Who's this?
This is John.
John, here's your question.
One would have to go back into the 1880s to find the first New York Giant to ever win a batting crown. Who was a Hall of Fame first baseman? Scott Mattingly, Roger Connor, William McCovey, or Bernie Williams?
William McCovey.
Well, he says McCovey.
Incorrect. It was actually Roger Connor.
Well, you knew it couldn't have been Mattingly or Bernie, so you had a 50-50 shot there between Connor
Exactly.
and McCovey. Oh, man, 50-50 shot, and he missed. Doggone it. 6'7", 93, 98. 6'7", 93, 98. Back to the phone lines we go. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, here's your question.
Which New York Met pitcher won the franchise's first ever World Series game? Doc Gooden, Johan Santana, Livin Hernandez, or Jerry Koosman?
Hernandez.
Incorrect. It was Jerry Koosman.
Koosman. Yeah, Koosman goes back. That name I don't recognize. I've heard of Doc Gooden, Johan, Levon.
Yeah, that's like way back in the day.
Yeah. Back to the phone lines we go. Buzz Time Trivia. Who's this?
Jedediah.
Jed, here we go, buddy. Here's your question.
Who was the only pitcher to win 40 games in a season for a New York team in the entire 20th century? Roger Clemens, David Cone, Jack Chesbrough, or Jay Dean, also known as Dizzy?
Clemens,
David Cone.
Cone. He says Cone.
Incorrect. It was Jack Chesbrough, and it was actually while the Yankees were actually called the Highlanders.
Wow.
Way back in the day.
The only pitcher to win 40 games in a season for New York.
In the entire 20th century.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. 6'7", 93, 98. I would have not gotten that one correct. Back to the phone lines. Who's this?
Clint.
Clint, here's your question.
The National League Brooklyn franchise has had many teams since their beginning in 1884. What was the team's name between 1914 and 1931? The Robins, the Blues, the Blue Jays, or the Bridges?
Robins.
You got it right?
Yes! Finally, we break through. I was starting to get really worried. What's your name again?
Clint.
Clint. All right, Clint, do you want NHRA tickets or do you want to go down to the Shriners PGA event this weekend?
NHRA.
All right, I've got Thursday, I've got Sunday left. Which would you prefer?
Thursday.
Thursday it is, man. I got a pair of tickets in your name. Come pick them up. Nice work today.
Thanks.
All right, Clint gets 2 tickets to the National Hot Rod Association drag races. We got time for a couple more callers. Who's this?
Brian.
Brian, here is your question. Welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah.
In which year did the New York Giants take their first World Series title? 1905, 1978, 1936, or 1959?
First New York Giants world title. Well, it couldn't have been 78. I'm helping you out here. It's got to be one of the other 3.
I'll say 1905.
You got it.
Nice. All right. Can you go to the PGA Tour event tomorrow in Las Vegas?
Tomorrow? No, I can't.
You cannot. All right. Can you go to the NHRA next weekend?
Yes.
Okay. You want Thursday tickets or Sunday final round tickets?
Sunday final round, please.
All right. And your name was what again?
Brian.
Brian, congratulations. Nice work today, buddy.
Thanks, Devin.
All right, you got it. Brian punches through. He's going to the Mellow Yellow Drag Racing final round there. Gates will open 7:30 Sunday morning. Antron Brown, we're going to have him on the show, I believe, first of the week. He could be clinching that top fuel. All right, do we have any more questions, Rach?
We have one left.
All
Let's do
right,
it.
one question left. Final contestant, your name, please.
Larry.
Larry, here's your question.
This New York Giant was the first National Leaguer to win 2 MVPs while playing for the same team. Who was this Hall of Fame great? Lou Brock, Roberto Clemente, Carl Hubble, or Phil Rizzuto?
Lou Brock.
Nope.
Incorrect. It was actually Carl Hubble.
Carl Hubble. Hubble is the guy. That is Buzz Time Trivia. We did punch a couple through. As always, it's been a lot of fun on a Throwdown Thursday, the Buzz and Buzz Time Trivia with the Queen Bee. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
See ya.